Which is the best pig for your farm? Is it this one? Is it a red one? Is it a Berkshire? Is it a Hereford? Is it a Hampshire? Today on the video we're going to talk about several different breeds of pigs, about a couple of different kinds of pigs, and which pig I think is best for you on your farm. Mostly Duroc. Duroc and some Tamworth. Another Tamworth. This pig is a Berkshire. See her white nose and white feet? This is a pig that's a cross. She's a part Duroc, part Berkshire. This pig here is mostly Hampshire. And this pig here with a white face, that's a Hereford. So as we're looking at all the different pigs that we have here, there are dozens of pig breeds within the United States, and there's more than that all over the world. And it would take too long for me to list them all out. The most popular breeds of pigs we have here in the States are a Duroc. They have good litters, they grow really quickly, and they're fairly lean and got really good tasting meat. So here is an example of a Berkshire hog, kind of lower to the ground. They're a bacon hog. They are very well known for their taste. They're very cold hardy. Their pork is really tender. And this is a group of 3 Berkshires that I have here. Some of the cons for this breed that you'll hear, they grow a little bit slower. What normally takes 6 to 7 months may take 8 to 9 months. My opinion, the taste and the quality of meat from them kind of makes up for that. They have small litters. 6 to 8 is about average for a litter. That's the Berkshire pig. The Hampshire is another pig that we have here in the States that's really popular. That black pig on the front and the back with that white circle around the middle. It's known to be a little bit leaner, good quality, rapid growth, and decent litter size. Hey there. Berkshire pig, speaking of. And the last hog I want to show you over here is the Hereford we talked about that was developed in 1920 by the guy that wanted his pigs to match his cows. And this is one of those right here. You can tell the breed standard lets them have some white on their feet, and then they've got the white head like a Hereford cow does, and that's how they get their name. They were a breed of 3 different hogs that this gentleman kept breeding and breeding. The Duroc was one, Poland, China, and something else. They're not super popular here in my area. They have really good meat quality. The meat's really dark and red. They've got good marbling. They're really short-legged, short to the ground, and they have a nice loin, so you get some nice pork chops out of them. But they do grow a little bit slower, kind of like the Berkshire. So that guy put that breed together just so he could have his pigs match his cows. I know that there's many other breeds that I forgot to talk about, like the Yorkshire and the Landrace and the Red Wattle, but there's dozens of pigs that are here in the US, and those are just a few that I wanted to look at. You can Google any times US pigs, and you can look at heritage breed pigs. Most of those that I've talked about are kind of a heritage breed, and all of those make pretty good homestead pigs. But I still haven't told you which one I think's the best, and I'm going to do that, I promise. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite breed is. We talked about a lot of different breeds of pigs. There's something else you need to know as well, is there's kind of 2 types of pigs. What I'm talking about is they're kind of divided into 2 categories. That'd be a lard pig, and then that'd be what we call a bacon pig. Ooh, that's hard. The lard pig is just like what it sounds like. Back in about the 1950s, everybody wanted a lard pig because everybody used the lard for cooking. Also back in the 1950s, a lot of the homesteaders had to depend on that lard to grease things with, like their wheels, any kind of machinery that they needed, they used that lard to grease that with. They couldn't just run out to the hardware store and get a can of WD-40. So the lard from the pigs really meant a lot to them. So we got the fencer turned off so that we don't get power back on this and get shocked while we're putting it in the ground. Back to what we were talking about. As industry continued to grow and we became smarter, I guess, and didn't need to take care of ourselves as much and didn't need as much of the home goods that we originally had, pork changed too. Everything started being bred more for a bacon pig, we call it, or a much leaner pig. We didn't need the lard because we could go to town and buy that wonderful vegetable oil, or we could go buy, say, a big pound can of Crisco. So we didn't need that anymore. So we changed over to what we call a bacon pig. And that's about what most people raise now. Not a lot of people raise lard pigs. Some of the homesteading pigs that we still use are considered lard pigs. Those would be like the American Guinea hog. To some extent, the IPP or the Idaho Pasture pig is a lard pig. I'm not saying they don't have wonderful meat. They do have a great meat quality, but they also have that big fat cap on the back, 2 or 3 inches of fat. So we went away from that. And I personally raise the bacon pig, and that's what I think you should raise, especially if you want to raise a pig to try to make profit or to try to make money for your homestead off of. You got to grow them out in 6 to 8 months. So we're here now at this last ground rod that you've seen us driving in. So we're going to add a ground clamp to that and see if that helps fix our problem with this fence charger. You're not here to watch me put in ground rods. You clicked on this video because you want to know what pig to choose. So now we've explained that there's 2 breeds. There's the breed that's lard, it's an old type breed, and most of your bacon pigs are pigs like Berkshire, Duroc, Hampshire. Those pigs we consider our bacon pigs. Once the industry went from the homeowners caring for the pigs and we went from the lard pig to the bacon pig, man, we went from one extreme to the other. We started breeding pigs that could be raised in confinement on houses that had no fat, no marbling. The meat was white like chicken, and we've been told that it's the other white meat. And I beg to differ. It is definitely not the other white meat. So we want to find something in between those old home style 1950s lard pigs that drew 3 inches of back fat on them, and these new style pigs that can grow out in 5 and 6 months with no fat in them, no marbling and no taste. So we want to find something that's in the middle between those two. We're almost there. I promise you, I'm going to tell you which one is in the middle. Leave me a comment down below also. Tell me which pig you think is the best, lard pig or bacon pig. Back to the drawing board on that one. We ain't got time to figure that out today. We got to talk about pigs and which one's the best. But here on the farm, we want to raise pigs for meat, and we want them to grow quick so that I can turn them around, have them processed, and sell them at the farmer's market, because that is the way my small farm is making money. We're doing direct retail to customers with our pigs. That's why I'm choosing the pig that I'm choosing as the best pig for your farm. I don't have any of the breeds, the true lard breeds to show you, like an American Guinea hog. They're kind of a smaller breed hog. They're solid black and full grown. They're in the 275 to 300 pound range. Very good meat quality, but you always get, you're going to get a 3-inch fat cap on them. The same with the IPP, the Idaho Pasture pig, and they're going to have that large amount of fat. Meat quality here is wonderful. And then the Mangalitsa, they say the meat quality on them is great. They're good mothers, they have a decent sized litter, but there again, they're going to be a lard pig, which is smaller protein with a lot of fat capped over it. Another thing about those Lard pigs, you're looking at 12 to 18 months for them to grow out and get full size, where any of the pigs that I have here on my property will be 5 to 8 months, just according. Probably could do them in 5 to 6 months if I didn't run such large paddocks. So now let's talk about the pig that I think you should choose for your homestead. And the best one is, it's just a pig. Don't get hung up on color. Don't get hung up on breed. Find you a good pig from a local breeder that is reputable, that raises good pigs, that has always raised good pigs. Go and buy you a couple of pigs from them. I personally would stay away from the Lard breed pigs. I'd get something that would grow out in that 6 to 8 month range. Get it butchered, get it processed, and either sell those cuts or put them in your freezer. That's the pig I would choose. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helped. Go out and find you some pigs. Everybody should be raising pigs. I think pigs are the next chickens. Go out and get you a couple. A lot of protein in your freezer in a short amount of time. Thanks for watching. And as always, we'll do it all again tomorrow. And I hope you go get you a good pig.